Okay, now going with the hike plus one swing. Then we set it back down. So all we're doing now is lifting the hips, hiking back, pushing through a full kettlebell swing, letting it come out in front of us where we're hips fully extended. That means pushing the pelvis forward, like you're gonna initiate a forward jump motion, that broad jump motion, okay? We wanna come through the bell, but we don't wanna let this go, okay? If our spine is that nice compressed cylinder, if we let this go, think of the front of the cylinder expanding out that way, okay? That means force is going to leak out the front, right? What happens when the force leaks out the front? There's that extra compression on the back, right? So that's where we can get a lot of loaded force in extension, this being flexion. We don't want that. We also don't want that either, where we throw our hips too far through without bracing our core effectively, our flexors of the trunk, to initiate that stability through the spine and resist that extensive force, that blowout that then compresses the spine in the back. So we don't want either way. That's the whole reason I really hammer down that radial compression, because the cylinder itself doesn't have much change in position whatsoever through the movement of the swing. It's supposed to stay braced, so that way force can transition through the system efficiently without leaking out. Okay, you want to be super stiff the whole time when we accept load, which is essentially weight and speed. So the faster it is, the more essential it is for you to be braced, so that way you don't have high levels of load crushing down on a certain tissue. Okay, so now we're going to go hike, swing, and then set it back down. So we come here, same position with the hike. We just lift the butt as we pull the shoulders down and back to initiate that backward movement of the bell. Then I'm going to swing through the bell here. Abs are tight, glutes are tight. It's just like the top of a hip thrust. If you know that movement, okay, crunch the accordion, ribs come down to the pelvis, belt buckle tilts up towards the chin. That creates that hollow body, that nice and stable compressed core that will keep the spine safe. And then we hinge back and then set it down out in front. Okay, so okay, hike, swing, hike, reset. Hike, swing, hike, reset. When you can get that soft landing every time with smooth control, soft set down out in front. Okay, and it doesn't, if you don't get the perfect set down, don't try to go after it and put yourself in a bad position to try to make the set down look prettier. Okay, especially in the beginning when you're building the skill. If the bell gets away from you a little bit, it doesn't matter, it's okay, you know, don't worry, I didn't set it down perfectly.